Everybody, welcome to my channel, Be Free Now with Maria. So today, before I begin, I want to mention that this week I wasn't able to post for a live circle Zoom because I had some family things that I had to take care of. However, I will be going live next Thursday, May 8th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The topic is going to be on love, and we're going to look at the love for ourselves, the love for other people, and the love that wants to express through ourselves. And we're going to just take a look at the dynamics of love and, anything in between of what I've mentioned. And whatever comes up, we'll be fluid with that as well. So if you're interested in that, you can check out my website. All the information is down in the description below. All right, so now we're going to move on to my bag of words and to see what I'm inspired to share. All right, let's see. All right. Ooh, disappointed. All right, let's see. I feel like I got that word recent. Well, uncertainty. I'll move that closer. And one more word. Wow, things are feeling shaky. Let's see. Ooh, depression. Really shaky there. So what's interesting was that before we began, I started thinking of the song came to my mind. The Frank Sinatra song, Fly With Me. And then I get disappointed, and I'm like, no, we're going to fly together. We're not going to be disappointed. We're going to be on a high. We're going to feel good. But disappointed is what came out. So I thought that was interesting. And then it went right to uncertainty and depression. So let's see. When I think of uncertainty and depression, not knowing, right, how things are going to play itself out, right, that the worrying about the fact that, things can play itself out in lots of different ways can definitely sometimes be really overwhelming. And if we stay in that space for too long, right, if we go week after week and we're in this space of worrying about things and being uncomfortable with the uncertainty of life, then we can find ourselves feeling very disappointed. And then, of course, all of that, right, over time can lead to depression. It can lead to even depressive mood, where we're just feeling more low in mood and not feeling really energetic because we have this worry in the back of our mind. And it is just kind of like draining and bringing us down. So we want to be watchful of what where our thoughts are gravitating towards. And if they're gravitating towards a lot of worry because of the unpredictability of life and the uncertainty of things, then we want to remind ourselves that ultimately everything is designed to be uncertain, and that it's not all bad, even though we prefer to know and for things to just go according to the way that we choose. But that would make life boring, right? We want to look at uncertainty from a different lens. We want to look at it through the lens that there are lots of things that we can learn from it. There are many times that we're going to feel uncomfortable because of the uncertainty, but that too is teaching us something if we slow ourselves down enough, right, to take out the time to learn what it is trying to teach us and show us. And over time, right, the more we explore and get to know, right, ourselves a little better in relation to the triggers and the fears that we have with the uncertainty, we start to be able to put ourselves in a position where we can question some of it, and we can really look at it through objective lens. And in that space, we're able to challenge whatever it is that we're worried about and concerned about and transform it, right? We can remind ourselves that we don't walk alone. We can remind ourselves that there's this divine energy that lives and breathes through us. We can remind ourselves that, that so below, right? What is that? As above, so below. In other words, that things have a way of coming around as well, that it doesn't, life doesn't stay stagnant, and whatever situation and uncertainty that we're facing, it won't last forever, right? There would be a break in it. And we want to remind ourselves that that cycle of life is always available to us, that we're not just stuck in a particular space in time. Time is fluid. It is constantly moving, and we can move with it. but it's just about making space for it and knowing that it is not the beginning, middle, and end of us, that there's something bigger than just the situation at hand and the certainty at hand, and that we are being divinely guided and supported. And yeah, that's what's coming to mind with those three words. Even though they are words that can make us feel down in mood, like I said, I started with, right, come fly with me. That's what I was thinking in my mind. That was a song that popped in. So it's interesting, right, because when, right, we're thinking about something that makes us feel good, then we go with that, and then that just, right, we fly with it, we go with it, we run with it, and all of a sudden it's like, even though yes, there's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of things that can happen and that we don't know ahead of time, we don't tend to perseverate on that, right? We're focusing on that good feeling, and that helps us transition. So if whenever we're feeling really uncertain, right, I'm thinking now that, yes, we can use that, right? Think of something that does feel good and hang out with that for a little bit. It helps us shift. So it's not to ignore what it is that's concerning us, right? We can address it, but we can also shift from it and spend time with another thought. And that other thought, if it feels good, will help rebalance us, bring us out of that. Of course, there's, a lot of mindfulness exercises, meditations, and so forth that we can do as well. These are just, some ideas that are coming to my mind as I'm speaking with you now. But again, it's whatever feels good, whatever works for you, but just knowing that nothing is permanent and this too shall pass. All right, so I'm going to end with that. I hope that this video has helped you in some way. If it has, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified when I upload further videos. And if you are interested in joining me next Thursday for that live Circle on Love, check out the description down below. My website is there. It's also in the link is also in my bio. And I'll see you there if you're up for it. All right, thank you and have a beautiful day. Bye for now.